Hey guys, this is Aaron with Pogueblades with another knife presentation. This is the DPF-1. This is actually the very first specialized knife that I've made. I've had a lot of customers ask for specific knives, specific blades, specific handles, profiles, all of this. But this particular knife is by far the most specialized that I ever made. And you're probably thinking right now that this is the most butt-ugly knife that you have ever seen. And I would be inclined to agree with you. I do not like the looks of this knife, but the knife was not designed, again, for looks whatsoever. This knife was actually designed to be a fighter knife. The person who requested this was actually my brother. He's with law enforcement. And before he got with law enforcement, he was in the military in the 82nd Airborne. He is also a karate instructor, self-defense instructor, and street tactics instructor. And he asked for a knife that was designed for a very specific purpose, and it was to be held in the fist. Now, if you look at this knife, you may think that it would be held like this to fight with it, something like that, but that is actually incorrect. And that's actually very uncomfortable to grip it. It's doable, but it does not feel good to hold the knife like this, even with the finger grooves. This knife is actually designed to be held reversed, like this. And I don't know why my hands look like clown hands, but I don't know, maybe I've been eating too much salt. Regardless, this knife is designed to be held in the fist like this, to punch, and then you have the blade if you need it. Everything on this knife is intentional as far as the back swept blade, the finger grooves, the palm swell. Everything was designed for a specific purpose. Even the width of the blade, as you can see, it is very, very thin. It was actually kind of difficult to heat treat because it was so thin, and it was tough to profile because of the width of the blade. But regardless, it was all designed for a purpose. It was designed with such a thin blade to have a very low friction coefficient when passing through material. The palm swell and the finger grooves are actually designed specifically to my brother's hand. He has a much larger hand than I do, and this is I guess a profile of his palm when his fist is closed. It's a transverse cut of his palm, and it fits him perfectly. The back swept blade was designed. He wanted the knife to be, they wanted the blade behind his knuckles. In the event that he punched, he would never accidentally cut something or someone that he did not wish to. But then again, if you need to, you rake it and you have plenty of cut, and you have no chance of the blade slowing your hand down because of the angle of the sweep of the angle of the blade. It passes through materials easy. We've tested it, and it works quite well. Luckily, he's never had to use this knife in any fighting or life and death situation. Now, just some specs on this knife. I tried to be a little bit more thorough. I still don't have the weight. If a customer ever asks me to say, well, what is the weight of the blade or the knife overall, then I'll let you know. Otherwise, I don't get into it too much. It feels good. That's the best weight I can give you. The length of the knife is about 5.5 inches, about 3 1/4 on the handle, about 2 1/4 on the blade. That was designed to have a very short, thin, back swept blade. As I said, the blade is made in ATS 34, which if you listened or watched a video of mine before, that is equivalent to 154 cm, which was an early super steel. ATS 34 is a Japanese version of that steel. It's very good steel to use, extremely tough and stainless. Excuse me. The handle is done in paper micarta, and I'm not a micarta lover. It does well. It's not the most beautiful handle material, but if you just want if you're not looking for a showpiece knife, if you want a rugged material that will last, will not crack, will not swell, you can submerge it in water all day long and it's going to be fine. This is the material to use: paper, linen, or canvas micarta. Now, paper micarta differs in the canvas or linen in that it doesn't really have a grain. You can't see grain, and I have this other knife here, you can see the difference. This is the, I've done a review on this one already, the AP-1. You can see the difference in the grain. This grain here is very visible, and this is linen micarta. Canvas micarta is even more noticeable. But with the paper, it's more of a glossy finish. You feel the resin more. This has a, I would say, more textured feel to the linen, and not so much that you don't have a grip, or I don't want to say grip. It's not extremely noticeable. It's not like sandpaper. That's what I mean. It's not like a texture like you're gonna, wow, look at that texture. It's not like that. But the paper micarta is much smoother, if you'll notice. See it, fella. But anyway, it also has 330 stainless pins, as well as vulcanized white spacers between the blade and the handle. And it is full tang. Every knife I make is full tang. I don't like the look or the feel or the whole process behind a hidden tang or a pin tang blade. I don't like it. Anyway, this is by far the most specialty knife that I've ever made before. I hope to never make another one like this before. If you have any questions about this knife or a knife that you've seen before, you can feel free to email me anytime at pogueblades@yahoo.com, or just drop me a comment. All right, fellas, have a good day.